Hi guys,
I'm Henry.
I'm Jake.
and I'm Savannah. We're all 15-year-olds and we go to a school in Sydney, Australia. And this podcast is part of a school project, and we wanted to do it on body image because it's something that's related to all teenagers, which is our age group. And we feel like there needs to be voices in the media that are from teenagers and for teenagers. So yeah, um, Henry, do you want to explain like how our name came to be, Your Umbrella?
Well, our campaign's called Your Umbrella, and we decided on that because an umbrella is kind of like a protective layer from, well, weather. And we
Yeah,
thought
like the rain.
that this could be a good thing because it's like a protection from outside forces, like developing a
Yeah,
protective shield against other comments.
Yeah, like hate comments and body negativity.
and we felt like there's been a lot of recent hate and body negativity in media, so we came to step in.
Yeah, like especially in lockdown, everyone was kind of on social media and it was like a really big thing. So seeing all that in concentrated amounts
Yeah.
at home when like you're not really talking to anyone else is
Well,
kind of sad.
especially when we had to be like on camera and stuff like that.
Yeah,
It means you're
True,
looking at
yeah.
yourself all day, every day,
yeah,
and it's like,
and you couldn't go out to like actually be with your friends. You just
yeah, well,
Yeah.
it's just
So
harder to
like,
connect with people.
yeah. So what is body image? Like, what do you guys think body image is?
well, I think body image is like your perception of yourself, how fat you are, how skinny you are,
Like your own
like
body.
how you look at yourself in the mirror. And a lot of people see themselves differently compared to people see themselves and judge themselves a bit harder,
Yeah.
I'd say.
Well, Google has it as a person's perception of their physical self and the thoughts and feelings, positive, negative, or both. Which is like, so it's really just how you look at yourself. But
Yeah, I agree.
it can have a big
Yeah, I
effect on
agree.
someone.
I
People
think
can,
body image is when you look at yourself and like your thoughts on it and yeah, like what you guys both said, how you see yourself in the mirror, and it can be positive, negative, or anything.
Because how you see yourself is often very different to how other people see you.
people like
Yeah,
really obsess over parts of their body that
Yeah.
other people don't even notice.
But people focus on the negatives. So people say to you, I'm so fat or I look so unhealthy. And I kind of think, I've never seen that in you.
Yeah,
Like, that's something that no one else thinks. That's just your own perception.
yeah,
I think we spend so much time with ourselves, like we look at ourselves so much, and if there's a small change, we notice it, or like if there's some part that we're lacking, we
well, like you kind of notice yourself aging, but like, have you ever noticed yourself aging?
Well, as
Most people
teenagers going through puberty.
yeah, but I haven't like seen you change. Like,
Well,
you always look kind of the same.
well,
In my opinion.
it's easy to look similar when you see someone every day.
every day, yeah.
But like when I was looking at some of those pictures of myself from year 7, I feel like I look a lot different now. But
Yeah,
I mean, it's good that you look different.
yeah, well, teenagers going through puberty, there's a lot of changes, and you notice them. Kind of, it's
yeah.
like acne and
Yeah,
growth in different areas, which I
Yeah,
obviously, yeah,
especially for girls too. Like a lot of things change for girls
yeah,
in puberty, and I know a lot of people have like body image and like negative body image from that. And like now there's trends about like being slim, thick, or like having a big chest and a big butt, and like that's appreciated now.
yeah,
But I don't know. I just don't like the idea of all these trends because not everyone will fit into it, no matter how like.
yeah. Well, a lot of like your body is genetics. You can't control what genes you get when you're
Yeah.
It's like you can't control how tall you are or how quickly your
Or like your
body
metabolism
grows.
can't control.
Yeah.
I feel like the media and like not even the media, like books and stuff even portrays like a good man to be like really tall, like 6 foot and stuff. Do you
Yeah.
guys feel like bad about that?
Sometimes.
I'm 174 centimeters. That's not 6 feet. So,
Well,
yeah,
I kind of,
sometimes I feel bad about that.
yeah, I stay quite hopeful on like height and stuff because I'm still growing, I hope.
So,
But like,
Yeah.
I don't know, like especially with the current in cinema, the current kind of superhero movies and
Robert
stuff like that.
Pattinson.
You're seeing Chris Hemsworth and Chris Evans and stuff. They were kind of,
like, as well as in movies, they like spend hours analyzing your actors, changing how they look,
yeah.
putting makeup and stuff. That can like,
Well, there are a lot of unnatural things in cinema where it's like steroids and surgery and makeup and Photoshop.
Yeah, I think a lot of people don't realize how many changes actors go through to like look a certain way.
Like, well, I'm
or
sure.
like idols.
Well, I'm sure Chris Hemsworth like takes care of his body quite a lot. Like, well.
Yeah, he has his own app or something.
Yeah, but I also don't doubt that he's on steroids in a lot of the movies that he's in, and I feel like that's the case for a lot of cinema. But
As well as like idols, like in like South Korea or like K-pop idols, they take a lot of plastic surgery.
yeah,
People realize how much.
Yeah, because like the standard of beauty is so high that like no talented person or like not a lot of talented people could even look that good, you know?
yeah.
It's like it has to be achieved through unnatural ways.
Well, that's why you get the kind of trope that people that look good are dumb. Like with the Kardashians or whatever, and you see people saying they've got no talent, but they've just kind of made a living off how they look.
Yeah.
Which is, I guess it's a thing in social media now, but then it's also some influencers, a lot of them are quite affected by surgery and stuff, which not all people have access or want to get. So it can become quite unrealistic.
Like I've seen, we keep talking about each other. Oh, okay. So I was gonna say that a lot of people are like the only surgery you have is like Botox or like plastic surgery and stuff. But there's other things like rhinoplasticity and like brow lifts and facelifts and stuff that are still surgery but aren't really counted in like cosmetic surgery or something because it's like smaller, but it still does lots of altering to like the face and stuff, and people don't notice that much.
And it's also like it's perfectly okay to get surgery if you feel like that's something you need to do to feel happy with yourself. But then I feel like a lot of the scale to which it's portrayed on media.
Yeah,
in
the
comparison.
issue is that people who get a lot of surgery on the internet are like trying to say that that's their natural face, and they don't really like voice it that they did get surgery. So then they're kind of tricking their followers and stuff. That's not good.
Steroids. A lot of people that have taken steroids will say, "I'm natural." Like I haven't taken steroids, but in reality, like taking steroids be a problem.
Yeah, it's also, like the guidelines.
Yeah.
Because like it is believable that people could be that like big and muscular, but we don't really know if it's because of the actual hard work in the gym or if it's because of steroids.
And I feel like especially with female influence on media, the comparison to which like completely natural bodies are shown to which bodies which have had surgery or the like on them, It's
so different.
Yeah, like you barely would see a top like famous influencer who hasn't had some form of surgery.
Yeah, I think it's like basically impossible to find that.
Yeah.
Like literally impossible.
Yeah, sometimes I feel like when you see celebrities like Lizzo and other celebrities like Ariana Grande, like Ariana Grande is considered really talented or whatever, but I sometimes feel like Lizzo, who's like big and like body shape, is like only there to show diversity and like the non-discriminatory music industry. And like I don't know how I feel about that. Like I guess it's good that they're trying to show that people can become successful, but sometimes it feels like it's just because of one aspect of the person and like their body still is taken into account when like going with agencies and stuff.
Well, it's hard in music, especially in hip hop, where the audience is so kind of right wing and sexist. What for kind of artists like Lizzo to gain traction, but you also don't want to be known as kind of the fat rapper or whatever, which I think is something which is stuck on a lot of people. In not only in music, in a lot of different forms of media.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like the main ones that like teenagers affected is like social media, TV shows and movies, and music, because those are the ones that we're most exposed to.
Yeah.
And we can get bad body image and body negativity from that.
I think like the main problem is that people go tying their self-worth, how they look, like because I'm not like how because I don't have like a six pack, I'm a bad person, or like my friends would like me more or something. When like I should tie like who they are as a person. At least I think.
Yeah, of course. I don't think anyone's body should affect how other people see them, like in personality and stuff.
Well, it shouldn't define their like person. It should. Yeah, I don't know, but I feel like especially currently, we're a lot more exposed to media. Like I would say, I spend a lot of time on Instagram. That would be my most used app.
Yeah, same with me. It'd be like Instagram and YouTube.
Yeah, Instagram, YouTube, TikTok, Spotify. They're all things that people are using every day for hours.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of exposure, especially with COVID. And that can have an effect on people as well.
Yeah, even having to like isolate, even if it's just for a week, and their schoolwork, it's like it must be terrible because when your friends are out there doing stuff, you're kind of stuck in a trapped spot, just like under the influence of the media.
Yeah. Well, it's quite easy in the current environment to feel kind of isolated and left out even when you don't have COVID or you're not isolating, because it's kind of the constant barrage of news around COVID and kind of negative issues in the world which draw you to media more, and then you see and then it kind of draws you back to the body image thing where you're seeing these influences every day, kind of non-stop.
And you're seeing like the best version of themselves. Like most people don't post themselves like at their worst, like not their worst, but like not
when they don't feel their best.
Yeah. When they're not looking their best, they'll post when they've put all their makeup, done all of this, done all of that. Then they'll post.
Yeah, even I feel that way. Like I don't know if I'm ever posting my face or something. Like I won't post if I look bad.
Yeah.
And like I don't know. I think it's because like of course as like humans we want to look good and we want other people to think that we look good. But I don't know, in terms of influencers, I think they should be more transparent because of how many people follow them.
Yeah.
And how many people are affected by them.
It's important to like appreciate the gravity of your following and how big you are.
Yeah.
I'm not sure. It might be Cristiano Ronaldo who has the most followers on Instagram.
Yeah, I think it is. Yeah. And then it comes like Kylie Jenner.
Yeah, and even he only posts pictures of himself with no shirt on or after he's won a game.
Yeah, or like himself advertising some product.
Yeah. So you never see kind of unsuccessful people or
like
things.
Like you'll never see Ronaldo in bad hair or something.
No.
Just an example.
Yeah. I don't know. I think like it's a cycle. We don't want to post things when we're bad because we're afraid of what other people think of us. But then, like, we are afraid of what other people think of us because we only see good things in the media.
Yeah. Well, no one's going to want to just start posting pictures of themselves where they or other people could think that they look bad because no one else does.
Yeah, we're so used to seeing good things, like, and then seeing something that might not be as good is like surprising, and people would be like, "What's going on?"
And I think people use kind of bad pictures of themselves as a joke.
Yeah, well, I use bad pictures of myself as a joke.
Like
personally.
Profile pictures and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Which you'd never see a mainstream media personality doing. Because they're too conscious of their following, but in a way where they have to look good, not in a way where they have to be realistic.
Yeah.
Yeah, but then, like, who knows? Like, influencers might think that they want to be more transparent, but then, like, they'd be afraid that they won't get as many brand deals afterwards because they don't look that good.
Yeah.
So there's so many things that come into balance. Or I try to, at least. It just doesn't work.
Well, you see these, like you see ads in makeup and in clothing and things like that, where the people are just kind of perfect.
Yeah.
And it's if you're not perfect, then are you going to be able to get a deal with that clothing brand or that makeup company? So it's kind of impossible in a way to be successful and transparent for a lot of people.
Yeah, like a lot of people would, like, they want to be part of an industry, like the music industry or something, but they feel like they don't look good enough. I will, like, to take plastic surgery or do this.
But it puts a lot of pressure on people, like a lot of people end their careers because of criticism. Like they don't want to take the pressure anymore, and they'll just kind of disappear. But that makes it hard for someone to be successful if they can't kind of take criticism on themselves, which isn't a good thing.
Yeah.
Because that shouldn't be something that they have to receive.
Yeah. I don't know, body image is such a broad topic that affects so many people. And, like, it's hard to pinpoint where it comes from, especially because we don't really have, like, an insight into everyone's minds. It's only, like, ourselves and what other people decide to share.
Yeah. But I guess that's what our campaign's aiming for, is to kind of spread awareness on those kind of issues.
Yeah, like, tips and tricks to help it get better, and also, like, just, like what Henry said, spreading awareness and trying to make people realize that, like, this is what's going through other people's heads too, and so they can, like, know that it's not only themselves.
Yeah. So, but it's not only helping yourself, it's helping other people that our campaign's looking for.
Yeah, definitely. Well, hopefully, like, you tune in to our next Spotify episode. We'll talk more in depth about the different problems that can, like, other, like, different problems that can come out of the influence of negative body image.
Yeah. All right. See you there, guys.
See ya.